Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number, I'm trying to get to it right now, 320 of the Level Up program and day number 30 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. And I thought I had everything set up for the live stream already, and I'm just trying to get caught up really quick here so I can actually focus on what we're doing. And I think we are all set. So that is awesome. We got 10 people checked in on YouTube so far. We only have a couple people say hi so far. We have Brian Fliegel and we have John Borland on the YouTube side of things. We have nobody checking in on kick.com yet. So yesterday we had a really good rollout, a really good day. If you didn't check it out, make sure you do check it out. We had 3 shooters in the hour and say 10 minutes that we went live, and we had a 6 roller, I think a 17 and like a 28 roller. So it was a good day yesterday with the shooting of this stuff. And on the kick side of things, we got Seth, Julie checking in. We got Jeff and ND checking in. So good morning to everyone. Okay, and give me 1 second here and I'll be ready to go. Good. I think we are all set here. Anyhow, we have a starting bankroll today of $2,146. Our goal is to get about $210 profit today, so that should bring us up to about that $23.60 mark. We got Mike 85 Bears checking in. We got a couple more chips in the mail last night. Ed from Roll to Win some of his chips. We got Mark the Point checking. We got Great Craps sending in. We have SJ sending his chip in. And the other day, I don't know if I mentioned, we got Fuzzy's chip and Dice Degens chip the other day. So we have got 26 or 25 chips right now, I think it is, on the table here. And I have a couple more people that are promising to send their chips in, so hopefully it's here by Friday. I'm still looking for approximately 4 more people to be sending some chips in. So if you have a chip that you want to send in and add to the collection so we can include that on the table build, please let me know and get it here as soon as possible. Again, I'm going to be working with the chips on Saturday, this coming Saturday, hopefully. So hopefully we should have them by then. If not, I will figure something out. But we got Uncle Hoku checking in on YouTube and Dusted One. So good morning to everyone. Anyhow, let's get started right away. We have, we're going to start with a $15 pass line bet. My betting strategy or goal today is going to be 128 across once we get a point established, and that's that 4-unit bet level. So that'd be $20 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. That's 24 on the 6 and 8. After the first hit, we'll go to 160 across. After that second hit, we'll drop down to either like a 66 inside or a 60 outside or something like that. So that is our goal going forward today. So let's call this all bets set. We got 16 people playing along in Crapsee. You got 16 people watching on YouTube, 6 likes so far, and 4 people over on the kick.com side of things. So 3236 is what we're starting off with. And that is the cousin 1 set, and we'll go dice out. And again, today we're going to work on finger grip of the dice, making sure that everything's comfortable, and also being very relaxed when we throw the dice, trying to hit the same landing zone every time. We have a 3-3 hard, 6 a double degen to start the day off. So 3-3. And good. It is registered on KPI. So 3-3 hard, 6. That is a primary on top, which is a perfect start to the day. We got Lazy Dog checking in. We got Joel JR 22. We got Leadum checking in. Good morning to everybody. So we're on that 6. Like I said, we're going to go 128 across. That's that 4-unit bet level. $20 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. 24 on that 8. And let's go $15 pass line odds right away, so that way, in case we hit that point right away, we are taken care of. So instead of 128 across, it actually comes out to be 134 because of the odds. So let's go same thing, 3, 2, 3, 6. We're going to call it all bets set, dice out. Ooh, that was a little bit long on the landing zone. We got lucky. We have a 4-5 hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. So that is our first box hit, which is perfect. So that's going to allow us to go to that 160 cross bet level. So we're just going to increase 1 unit on all the box numbers. We're not going to put any extra pass line odds out there because it is all up to this level basically now. So we got $25 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got $30 on that 8. That was a double pitch on the left die. That was a implosion on the right die. So that is a safe result for the cousin 1 set. So we'll stick with cousin 1 yet. And if you're new to the program here, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about what I'm looking for when I'm throwing the dice. So I'm asking basically 4 questions every time that I throw the dice. Is there any deviations in my throw, meaning posture, grip, release, landing zone, energy levels, etc.? Was a 3 or 4 on top? And is there a warning result? So cousin 1 set has different warning results compared to cousin 2 sets. And then is the throw repeatable? So is this something that I can repeat or not? And if it's not something I would repeat, I'm really not going to do much analyzing the dice. We're going to really work on mechanics and that. So we'll call this all bet set here and dice out. Looking for hit number 2. And we did get hit number 2. We actually hit the point. We have a 2, 6, 2, 4, 6, a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So we are going to be looking for a new point right away. So we're lucky or fortunate that we put pass line odds out there. So we have $61 brought back to the rack. So when we get a new point established here, we're going to go probably 60 on the outside. So looking for a new point here. And we got out of the shooter in 3 rolls of the dice. So that is awesome. So we are at that break-even point, or actually profit by $1 here going into the shooter. So let's go all bets set. 19 people playing at Crapsee and dice out. That right dice stuck, and we're back on that 6. This time we got the KitchenAid mixer. 516. So point is back on the 6. That right dice stuck. The left one did take off, and it was a little bit wild. So we're not going to really analyze that one too much because that was hopefully not a repeatable dice throw as far as the way the dice responded at the end of the table. So we're going to bring our bets down. And I said we're going to go 60 on the outside, but what we're going to do is, since 6 is the point, we're just going to pick up $15 on the 9. We'll pick up $15 on the 10, and let's pick up $15 on the 5. So that we have $60 on the table, 61 brought back to the rack, so we're in the profit by at least $1 in the shooter. And that is what Blue Collar Craps is all about, ladies and gentlemen, is trying to get out of the shooter as fast as humanly possible, so that way we can start trend betting upwards and hopefully make goal or make profit as fast as possible. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. By the way, that was a single pitch away towards us on that left die, and that was an explosion on the right die. So if we have an explosion and a single pitch towards us, that is a warning sign for the cousin 1 set. So, oh no, I'm sorry, that was not an explosion. That was a single pitch towards us on both dice. So that was a primer in the back side. So my apologies. And that's why we're doing this on a daily basis to practice that and get that down cold. So when we're at the table, we don't really have to do too much thinking about it. So dice out. And we have a Buckeye Buckshot, 426. So 6 is definitely the hot number today. In fact, since I started this Crapsee table, the 6 is the hot number big time. And if you look at the statistics at the top of your Crapsee, you have it's where it says across, inside, outside field. If you click on that, it shows you how many times you've rolled whatever since this table has been started. And we're at a plus 15 on the 6, which is our highest hit number, if you will. So a plus 15, that's pretty decent. But anyhow, we're going to stick with that $15 pass line bet. We have $76 brought back to the rack. Let's go all bets set here and dice out. We're looking for a point once again. So that one was, I don't know if I want to say if it was a waste, but we're really not going to be able to press our bets up off of just hitting the pass line without any odds on. And the last one was, what did we throw? We threw a 4-2, so that was double pitch on the left eye, and that was a explosion on the right eye, which is a safe result for the cousin one set. Dice out. Dice did cross there. We have a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne and Daddy Joe. So new point is 10. And let's do this once. So let's pick up that 6 now. So let's take the $15 that's on the 10 off. We'll put that over on the 6. We'll make it look like $18, since that is a number that we've been hitting pretty heavily. And this is where you got to kind of make adjustments now as you're watching your rolls or watching other people's rolls at the table. Is even though our strategy is set up for 60 on the outside, if we're hitting a certain number, make sure you get money on that number. So 6s are hot. So we'll put that $18 over on that 6. And let's call that all bets set. By the way, that was a double pitch on the left eye. And that was a single pitch away on the right die, so that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice. 3-2-3-6. Now it's a safe result on that. Cousin wants that. Good morning, Waylon. So dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3. Craps. So we really have not been throwing a lot of craps numbers lately, so that's a rarity. But we'll take that. If you're playing at ATS, it's one of the numbers that's a little bit harder to get, especially for me. So that was a 1-2, so that was an implosion of that left die and an explosion of the right die. So it was a drift right of the dice, which is also a safe result for that cousin 1 set. So that effect does not affect our bets. We'll go all bets set and dice out. We're looking to hit some of these box numbers so we can start trend betting upwards. They split apart just slightly when they left my fingers. We have a 5 on this die, and we have a leaner, but it should come down on a 6. It came down on a 3, but it's actually a 5-6 mid-mo-yo. So we're not going to count that as an 8. That was actually a 6. 5-6 mid-mo-yo. That it would be Chiro coming to us from above. Good morning, Duracell. So we had a 5-6. That was a single pitch on that right die away. That was a single pitch towards us on the left die. So that's ultimately a double pitch of the dice. And that could be a warning sign here. So you need to be careful with that. And that is no help for us on our bets. So $76 brought back to the rack so far, 63 on the table. We already regressed on roll number 3. We were able to get out of the shooter on this roll. So let's call this all bets set and dice out. And let's see if we can start seeing some regular patterns here. 6 was an early favorite, but then we fell out of that a little bit. Here we go, dice out. Let's stay cross one more time. We have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice 5. So I will accept that. That is a hit. So that is nice. So we're able to press that 5 up to $25 now. So this will be the first number that we're starting to trend bet upwards. And until we meet goal, I'm not going to really sister press too much. We're just going to trend bet the number that's being hit. The only exception that we would make here now is if I hit the 5 again, I'll probably pick up that 8 so we can get another number covered. But if it's below that 5-unit bet level, we're going to trend bet upwards. And the first hit, once it gets to the 5 bet, we'll spread out. And then from there, we'll just keep on trend betting upwards and that. That was a single pitch on that left die. That was a primary on the right die. So that is a safe result for cousin 1. So we'll go 3, 2, 3, 6. All bets set and dice out. And we got a 6-3 center field 9. So that is nice. And that's going to allow us to go to $25 on that 9 now. So this is also a bet that we are trend betting upwards, our number. 118 brought back to the rack, 83 on a table. That was an explosion on that left die. And that was a primary on the right die. So that is a safe result. So a little bit tired this morning. A long night at work again. I didn't get as much sleep yesterday as what I was expecting to. And yesterday, by the end of the show, I was up for probably about 26 or 27 hours. So, and I only got about just a little under 5 hours of sleep yesterday. So not a good thing. I need to get a little bit more today. But we're expecting a huge snowstorm starting today. In Wisconsin, they're predicting anywhere between 10 to 14 inches of snow. So we'll see if it hits us in our area. Dice line is super tight together. They split apart, but we have another 3-6-9 center field 9. And that one's a primary on the left, a single pitch on the right. A safe result for that cousin 1 set. So this is the first time that we're hitting that 5-unit bet level. So let's pick up the 8 for $18. Kind of spreading out a little bit here. And I forgot to lock in that 6-8 button on the bottom left side. So that if you do that, everything goes up in proper amounts. So again, 3, 2, 3, 6 is what we're going to stick with for our dice set, and we'll call it our bet set. We're still at 19 people playing on Crapsee, 19 people watching now on YouTube, and we're down to 3 people on Kick.com. So let's go all bet set, dice out. And we have magic aces, 1, 1, 2. So 6s and 9s are the hot numbers so far today, but we throw a little bit of aces in there. And that would be an implosion on that left die. That is a single pitch towards us on the right die. So Lazy Dog's going to be doing a little bit of a bike ride today. 3, 2, 3, 6. And that 1, 1, 2 did nothing for us. So we'll go all bet set here. And dice out. So on the Crapsee side of things, we got Uncle Hulk, who jumped in first place. Jarhead J is not too far behind him. Jeff and ND's number 6 place. We got Lazy Dog, who leapfrogged me yesterday. We went into the session yesterday about the same, but he leapfrogged me. We're probably on that last good roll that we had yesterday, so dice out. Ooh, a little short on that landing zone. We have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend, Wayne at end, Big Ben this time. So we hit the point. This is the second unique point that we've had for this shooter. It's the third time we've hit a point on this shooter. So, and I'm not known to hit points a lot of times, but yesterday we did really well on the points, and today so far we've been hitting a lot of points as well. So 168 brought back to the rack, 101 on the table. We're up to 23.14 on our bankroll, and that puts us at just under $50 left to go for the day. So let's see if we can get out of our to go on this first shooter. That would be pretty cool. The last one was a 6-4, so that was an explosion of the left die, double pitch of the right die. Safe result for the cousin one set. Stick with the $15 pass line bet. We're up to 20 people on Crapsee now. And let's go all bets set, dice out. Looking for a new point. And we have a 314 Joe Raps Master Journey. So we're on that sister number for the next point. This is our third unique point for this shooter. So yesterday marked the beginning of the second round of the shooter competition. By the way, that was the small we just hit. Awesome. So I normally hit that tall, but we hit the small right now. So that is one hurdle out of the way, although I'm not playing the ATS. But yesterday was the beginning of the second round for the international shooter competition. I did not make the cut. Good morning, Marble Fork. Alfredo was that last one. He was the one in 32nd place. But there was a lot of big hitters that did not make it through. Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooters did not make it through. I did not make it through. George from CY, of all people, did not make it through. So a lot of people, quality rowers, are shooters that did not make it through. I don't know where I stand in that group of people that didn't make it, but remember last year I took 4th place in the tournament. We had a few more people enter this year, but not a terrible amount more. I think last year was about 50 people. This year was like in the low 60s. So let's call this all bet set here and dice out. And I apologize for yawning here while I'm trying to talk. But like I said, it was a long night at work. Dice out. Kind of shanked it to the right a little bit. We have magic aces one more time. 1, 1, 2. So mechanics, that was not good mechanics on that last throw. We missed our landing zone. We're about 3 to 4 inches, about 3 inches to the right, somewhere on there. Which does not sound like a lot, but that is significant for what I'm trying to do. So that is not a good mechanic, so we're not going to analyze the dice. We'll stick with 3, 2, 3, 6. 21 people playing at Crapsee now, 19 people watching on YouTube with 14 likes, 14 people on Kick again. And that was a repeater win on that last roll, by the way. All bets set. Dice out. They split apart just slightly. We have another 6-5 mid-mo yo, and that probably is a repeater on that one as well. It is not. We must have hit that repeater. Actually, one more time will be a repeater. I thought that was our third time hitting that today so far, so apparently it's only our second time. It does not load. Yeah. Huh, okay. I thought we hit that 3 times, but there's only 2 times, so that does nothing for our bets. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we had, what, a 6-5, so it was an explosion and an implosion. So that was a drift left of the dice, which is safe for us. So all bets set. Dice out. Dice are not comfortable. Let's regrip them. Here we go. Yeah, we got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at and again, Daddy Joe again. So that's our third 6-4 that we've thrown today so far. And that does nothing for our bets because we don't have anything on the 10 yet. Yesterday we were hitting 5-5s. Today's the 6-4s for the 10. So it's kind of interesting how that switches from day to day. That was an implosion of the left die. That was a double pitch on the right die, so that is a safe result yet. So we're going to stick with 3-2-3-6. And all bets set. Let's hit some numbers here that we get paid on, Joe. That would be nice. And we got a 5-3-8, the Great 8. And that would be Leon from Great Craps. Like I said, he just sent a chip I just received in the mail yesterday. And if you're just joining in, if you guys have any chips, if you can get them here by Friday for me, that would be greatly appreciated. So that way we can include them on the table build. I will be continuing the table build either Friday night or Saturday for sure. And we'll be working on getting a couple steps further, hopefully. I was working prior to doing the show here today. I was working on editing that video that I shot this weekend, which is the beginning of the table build and that. But anyway, we hit the 8 on that last one, was it? Yes, 5-3-8. So we're going to press that 8 up and we'll make it look like $30. And we're at 23.35. Our goal today was 23.60. So we have just about $35 or $25 left before we hit goal. So let's see if we can hit either the 5, 8, or 9. That'll put us at goal on the first shooter. So that would be awesome. And our goal was about $210 today. So all bets set, dice out. Dice split apart again when he left my fingers, and we got a 5-5 hard 10 this time, Old Bay Bushel. And that, unfortunately, we don't have anything on that, but our roll does extend. I'm going to call bad mechanics on that throw because, like I said, the dice kind of split apart when he left my fingers. I could feel them actually sliding. So what happened is, let's see if we can see this in the camera here. What happens when they came out of my fingers, they were doing this type of motion. So that means that my grip was probably not proper. So we're not going to analyze that one. We'll go back to 3-2-3-6. And we should probably put some money on that 10, since that was a repeater win, by the way, on this shooter. But we're going to keep the money where it's at right now. So let's go all bets set. It's kind of funny how we hit how many 6s in the beginning, and 6s kind of cool off. Then we went over to the 9s. Now we're on the 10s. So we got 25 people watching with 17 likes. I do appreciate the support from everybody here. And all bets set. Peace out. Really super tight together. They bounce up, came right back down next to the wall, and we have a 4-3-7. Ouch. So that is the end of that row. So we got the sharpshooter paid out on that 6-1. That was 20 rolls long, so that is awesome. We were just about out of the shooter, but all the money that we had on the table does go away. So we're down to 2,222, and our goal is to get up to 2360. So we need to get $140 here. So we made a profit of $76 on that shooter. And the reason being, it was a longer roll, but the reason being is we were hitting quite a few craps numbers there for a little while. So let's see if we have another nice roll, get out of this and make goal if you could. Good morning, Danny Puck off, checking in. If you didn't check out Alfredo's show last night, he had another bonus show, if you will. And Danny was one of the guests there. He is always entertaining to listen to. So that's always nice. Thank you, Lazy Dog, for putting that note in Crapsee, saying that you need to follow on YouTube and get details at crapsmasterjourney.com. So that is very cool. Thank you for doing that. But let's go $15 pass line bet. Actually, we're not going to do any line bets on this one. We're just going to do normal straight betting. So our first, once a point is established, we're going to go to that 128 across bet level. So let's call that all bets set here, and we'll go dice out. And we have a 3-4 on a come out. I should have been playing a pass line, but that's a pass line winner, natural. And that one was not good mechanics on that one either. So we need repeatability here. Need to work on good mechanics and repeatability. And that 4-3 or the 3-4, whatever way you look at it, those are both double pitches of the dice. So Dustin one had a $625 profit. He produced on a pass line. 625 on the pass line, 516 on a don't pass. Total profit 1141. Wow, good for you. So all bets set. Looking for a new point. This is shooter number 2. Is out. Wow. The come out sevens are showing 1, 6, 7 this time. And that is a warning sign. And that one I felt pretty comfortable with that throw. So that one, if we get another warning sign, we're going to switch over to that 3-6-3-2. But we're going to still stick with 3-2, 3-6 right now. That was, in my opinion, good mechanics, good landing zone, good energy level. Did not have a 3 or 4 on top, so, and that was a warning sign. So we'll go all bets set. And dice out. So that was an implosion on one die and a single pitch away in the other, which is warning. So I went to 3-2, 3-6 dice set. That was high energy in that one, but we have a 3-2-5, Justice 5. Primary on that left die. That is an explosion on the right die. So 5 is our point. And again, like I said, we did not play a pass line or a don't pass line, so we're going to go right to that 128 across, which is the 4-unit bet level. That's be $20 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got $24 on the 6 and 8. Our goal is to get up to $23.60 for our bets today. And let's call this all bets set here. 23 people on YouTube and playing along on Crapsee, so that is awesome to see. And dice out. 3-2, 3-6. A little short on the landing zone. We have a 6-3-9, center field 9. Explosion on the left die, primary on the right die, primary on top. So again, we're going to go across 32 pressure across. So that brings us to the 160 across bet level. Goal is to take one hit here, and then we'll come down to the 60 either on the outside or 66 on the inside. Or we'll kind of hunt and peck. We're going to be spending about that amount of money, though, after this next hit. So 3-2, 3-6, all bets set. Dice out. Ooh, we got lucky. That right die popped up. The left one stuck, but the right one popped up and bounced right back down. We have a 145 trucking camper. So that is the second hit that we were looking for, and the second shoot in a row that we've gotten out of it. And that was our point. So we'll be looking for a new point here. When we get a new point established, we'll come down to probably 60 on the outside will be our bet. So we have $63 brought back to the rack thus far. That was an implosion on that left die, double pitch on the right die, which is considered a safe result on the cousin one set. Dice out. Looking for a new point. Here we go. Slightly long on that on the landing zone. 617. Another come out 7. I guess that's a good time for that. But I was just about ready to say before I threw the dice, do not work the come out, as Alfredo says. Do not work the come out. So we were safe there. We're not playing any pass lines. I'm pretending somebody else is shooting. And I normally don't play a pass line bet if somebody else is shooting, unless I'm playing at ATS. If I'm playing the ATS, then I will definitely play a pass line bet to help hedge or cover that ATS bet. So a little all bet set here. Guys out. 369 center field 9. That is starting to become a repeat dice combination we're seeing frequently. So that is a good pattern or sign to be noticing. So we're on at 9. Like I said, we're going to bring our bets down now. That's the one goes 777, 3 real jackpots. So we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go 60 on the outside. That's going to be $15 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. Primary on the left side, single pitch on the right side. Ultimately, safe results. So 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. Dice split apart again on me. Darn it. And this one is a 617. So those 7s are starting to get a little bit more prevalent here. Let's do this once now. I know that we had good first roll, and then all of a sudden all these 7s start showing up here. By the way, we made a $3 profit on that shooter, considering that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 9 rolls. That was 9 rows long, I think. 8 rows long. That was basically 5 out of 9 rows were 7. So we're going to switch our grip over to the Erie style grip. Let's go $15 pass line bet. And we still need about $135 to make go. Made 3 on that last one there. So we're going to go 3, 2, 3, 6 and bet lightly until we make sure that the Erie grip is paying off here. But we'll switch over to the Erie grip just for something a little bit different, see if we can get off of this 6-1 or 4-3 cycle. So all bets set. It's out. And I cannot do that with my cut to my finger, so we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to the par style grip. And let's change where we're throwing from. So we'll move it up just slightly, say about 2 inches closer. Place out. That left one stuck. We have a 2-4-6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2-8-4. So we're on that 6 for our new point. So remember I mentioned yesterday, I cut the tip of my finger. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right there. It's like a little fine paper cut, but I cut it with a piece of metal when I was measuring a piece of plywood out. But we're gonna go 128 across bet level again. That's 4 units on each of them. $20 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. 24 on that 8. And we're gonna stick with no pass line odds right now. That was a single pitch on the left die. That was a double pitch on the right die. So that is a single pitch ultimately. And all bets set. And the lazy dog was working to 6 and 8. So you must have got paid on that one. Dice out. And we got 314. That is the Joe from Crapsee Journey. So that's going to allow us to do 27 pressure, 27 across pressure. And that's going to bring us to $25 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. 30 on the 8. We'll go $15 in pass line odds now. Primary on the left side. That was a single pitch towards us on the right side. Still a safe result. So Lazy Dog has made almost $1,700 on me today so far. So that's awesome. I will expect a check in the mail, my friend. So let's go. All bets set here. And dice out. And we have another 134 Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So that is nice, actually, when we hit the 4s and 10s on this strategy that we're using, because that pays out more than those inside numbers. So instead of getting on the first hit $28 and then 35 on the second hit, we got a 40 and a 50. So so that works out nice. So let's bring our bets down. We have $88 brought back to the rack. So that's going to allow us to go, we'll go $60 on the outside plus the pass line this time. So that will work out nice. So that's going to be $15 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. The $15 pass line bet. $75 on the table. 88 brought back to the rack. Implosion on that left die. Primary on the right die. Good morning, Ryan. Checking in. And we got all bets set. And Ryan, your chip came in. I know I texted you, but chip came in. This is Ryan Mark the Points chip right here, if anybody wants to see it. So that's what the front side looks like. That is what the other side looks like. So I know my camera's a little blurry, but it is what it is. We'll go all bets set here. Dice out. Third shooter in a row that we got out of it, and this is the second shooter in a row that we got out of it on roll number 3. So, and we have a 538, the Great 8. So I think that's the only number that we do not have any money on, but that's all right. It extends the roll, and it shows that we are hitting box numbers. So Duracell says he likes to make all starting bets pay approximately $50 across. That is awesome. And this is where, you have to go according to what your bankroll is in at. The blue collar craps style, we're slowly working our bankroll up. This table started at a $1,500 table. But in real life, I walk in with, right now, my bankroll walking in is a $600 bankroll. And I'm only looking to make $150 off of that. And then that is sufficient for me per session or for the day. It all depends. But we're slowly working that bankroll up so that way hopefully we can actually have higher numbers are bets on the table and higher win goals as well. So let's go all bets set here. 3236. Dice out. Left eye stuck to the table. The right one barely touched the back wall. On that Royal Caribbean, they'd say no roll, but we're going to count it. 4-4 hard eights. Go where pair. Second roll in a roll where we hit that 8. Second roll in a roll where I did not get paid. Damn it. So, but it is what it is. That's a primary on the bottom side on both dice. Just ultimately a safe result. Let's call it a wet set. Dice out. And we have a 2-2 hard for the Ian Double Deuce. Or 2-2, let's go on a cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. Brian's been putting out a lot of great content lately. Him and Mark DePoint Ryan are in a little competition to see who can be the first to get to 5,000 subs. In fact, Ryan just started his channel, about 6 to 8 months ago, and he's almost at 5,000 already. Brian, Holy Roller, started, and not too long ago, he was at that 2,000 mark where I'm at, and they both started doing the live feeds and all that stuff, and the vertical live streams, and that just like skyrocketed them. I know Alfredo's gone up. He's actually has more than I do as well now, as far as that. So congratulations to all of you guys. But we had the 4 in that last one, so we're gonna make that 4 look like $25. And we're at 2340. We want to get to 2360. We need 20 more dollars. So one hit here, guys. One hit. And then we can bring our bets down. Actually, we need 2 hits because of that $15 pass line bet. So unless we hit the 4 again, that would be nice if we hit the 4. Single pitch on that left eye. That was an explosion on the right eye. So explosion with a single pitch away is a safe result with 3236. So all bets set. Dice out. A little bit long on the land zone, and we got a 3-5-8 again. Darn it. Maybe I need to switch my bets around. And that is one of the things now that you kind of have to make the decision on the table. Do you switch over to that 8 and get the 8 covered since we're hitting it so often? Most people would say yes. I kind of am hemming and hawing on that because a lot of times what happens is if I take money off of one, I put it more on the other. I usually start hitting the ones that actually I took the money off of. So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't type situation. So we're just going to leave it be as it is. So this is going to be roll number 8 coming for this shooter. So Brian blew past you, huh? And you know, Ryan, I know that you're doing this vertical live feed some, but Brian from Holy Roller and Alfredo also blew past me, are both hitting this vertical feed stuff really super hard, and that's where they're getting a lot of their subs from. Something that I have only done once, and I think if I started doing the vertical live feed, I'd be probably up to about 3,000-4,000 people already. Right now, we just hit over 2,200 people subs, so that is awesome for me. Dice out. Consider that I do mostly live horizontal views, but 1, 2, 3, ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, craps. So we've thrown how many of those today? That's only our second one. I thought we threw a couple more than that today already, but it is no help for us. Yeah, his videos from Jeremy did help him as well. But again, Brian deserves all the accolades he's getting because he has a great channel. It's very educational. It's very entertaining, if you will, as well. And he brings out a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know, but they want to learn more about, and that's the cruising and craps and how to win a free cruise by playing craps on a cruise ship. And he has that little cheesy ass smile or heart grin that goes with it. So you guys check out Holy Roller and Mark the Point if you guys haven't checked out their channels yet. So let's go. All bets set and dice out. And we got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne and Daddy Joe. So that should hopefully bring us close enough to goal where we can bring our bets down and chalk it up as another winning session. So that puts us at, if 2367, our goal is 2360. That's close enough for me because if I take my bets down, we still have that $15 pass line bet. So we're going to be a little bit under goal right now. If we were to lose everything right now, we're at 2352, which is what, $8 less than goal. So I consider that a win. I consider that getting to goal. So we brought everything down except for our pass line bet. We're going to continue to roll. And what do we need to hit? We need to hit the 6, which should be doable. And if we could hit the 6, that would give us a little bit of money to play around with, a little bit of fun money. And like yesterday, we had like $16 of fun money, and we worked it all the way up to 160 across before I actually hit that bad number. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. Here we go. Good morning, John. And we have a 369 center field 9. So Bam just got off a cruise where there are lots of people trying to win free cruises. It's a total crap show, he says. With 30-ish people trying to get on this on a table. Only open a handful of hours. Yeah. I was fortunate. I went on one cruise so far, and I was fortunate when I went on my cruise because it was the second cruise that was available after COVID. So after all the cruise ships got shut down for COVID, I went on Royal Caribbean. Actually, the Lure of the Seas, which Ryan was just on, and also Brian from Holy Roar was just on that one as well and Jeremy was. So the Lure of the Seas is one that was on, a really cool ship. But it was, since it was a second sailing after COVID, they only had 1/3 of the passengers, and they had almost a full staff. So I mean, it was pretty cool. There was like one staff member for every 3 people that were on the cruise. It was pretty amazing. So and the service is unbelievable. Let's go all bets set here. We are looking for 6 yet. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice up. A little bit short in the landing zone, and that is awesome. We get the 3-3 hard 6, the double degen. So we hit that point, and that is perfect. So now we have a little bit of fun money to play around with. And I'm going to pretend that I'm passing the dice so I don't have to do a pass line bets. That way I can pick up the 5 and 9 maybe and see if we can start going with that. I appreciate the compliments and the constructive feedback, Rick and Joe. I do thank you for both of them, for both the comments there, guys. I've been keeping up with this style of show basically because for some reason I can't figure out how to do that vertical live stream. I did it once, And then every time after that, every time I try, my computer gives me an error message. So, but anyway, we're going to go no pass line, nope, but don't pass line bet. We are at 23.82 for our bankroll, so that puts us $22 over our goal. So we are definitely going to make goal here today. And let's call this all bets set. We'll go dice out. And again, we are having some successful rolls today. This is the third day in a row where we've done very well with our throws. Dice did kind of bounce off to the side, and this is our first 6-2-8, the Duracell 8. And what does he say? Go out, support free live craps. So 8 is our point. And we're going to put $15 on the 4. I'm sorry, $15 on that 5. Yeah, we'll go $15 on the 5. And we'll go $15 on that 9. So that pulls us down to $23.52. No, we're not going to do that. Let's put $15 on the field bet, and that's the only bet we're going to make. So that'll bring us down to $23.67. So that's $7 over goal. So that is awesome. Yeah, that's fine. You know, Joel, with the, you know, everybody has their preferences in that, and I'm glad that what I'm doing here is stuff that you guys like as well. So, so John just woke up. Get some coffee in, my friend, so that we can get your daily paycheck started on time today. We're going to keep on going to the end of this roll here. So if we run into John's time a little bit, I apologize. Whoa, that was a little bit long on there, but we got lucky. We have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. And then when I held on to the dice just a microsecond long. And something's been really bothering me here, guys. I want to do something once. We're going to take our camera out here really quick and show you guys the table saw and the start of the table build there. I have the wood there. There's the back walls for the table. So kind of a little sneak peek of everything. Bunch of squares up on there. You guys will find out what that squares up there are all about. So sorry, I just had to do that. It was just a little tease for you. So let's set this back up again here. I don't know why I did that, but it is what it is. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. 3-2, 3-6. So I guess I had to prove to you guys that I actually started building the table. I had 3 sheets of plywood that I bought, and then some other things at Menards, and we get those 3 sheets of plywood all cut up and all almost the size for what those pieces are going to need or be needed for. We have a 3-2-5, the Justice 5. So I am done betting because that knocked me off that field bet. Actually, no, we won that field bet on that last roll. So that is awesome. And I forgot that my field was up there. So we just lost that field bet. So we're down to 23.82. So we can go back up again one more time. $15 field bet. And if I was smart, I would have taken that off there. And Joel says, memories flooding in, Joe, as you can't tell how much I watch a table build. That room that I built the table, is actually, it's a very small room, very, very small room. So, so we got something started with the whole vertical feed thing, but it does help with the subscribers. But my question, John, is, okay, everybody's getting all these different subscribers now, but how much are those subscribers actually watching the content that we have? You know, that is one question that I do really question about it. You know, how quality of a subscriber is it? But let's go all bets set here and dice out. Ooh, I veered off to the left a little bit. We have a 2-2 hard for the Ian Double Deuce. The 2-2 is going to cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. So that is a field hit. That is perfect. So that's going to allow us now to get off that field, and let's pick up two numbers. Let's pick up that 5 and 9. And if we do that, we will still be in profit for the day. And we can start trend betting and betting up from there. So we have 23.67. That puts us $7 in profit here. Good morning, Red, checking in. So that was a single pitch on that left eye. That was an explosion on the right eye. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. We started something in the chat. That's awesome. So very strong feelings, I think, of both sides on that subject. I'm kind of in the middle right now. Yeah, we got a 3-5-8, the great 8. So we picked up the wrong numbers, but this does extend that roll. That last one was a repeater bet, by the way, I believe. A repeater win. I have been on some heaters lately. It's the third session in a row where we're having some pretty decent rolls. And it also extended into this last weekend where I was doing really well too. And the two big things that I've been really working on, I've mentioned it already, but I've also been doing this without talking about it a lot, is making sure that my grip is comfortable. If the dice feel just off even a little bit or split apart a little bit or whatever, I will set them down and regrip on it. I've been being very, very disciplined on that, as here as well as in the casino. The other thing is relaxing. Just relax your throw. Don't get so tense on your throwing that. By the way, that was our points. We're looking for a new point here. And I think the more relaxed you get, the easier and more consistent your throw should become. So, dice out. And we have a 5-4 hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. So 9 is our point, which I wish the puck was turned on, because if it was, then we would have got paid on that, because we have a bet on the 5 and we have a bet on the 9. So 3-2, 3-6. Which has been a pretty consistent dice result here. And remember, one of the questions we're asking ourselves on this, on our rhythm rolling, the mid-level rhythm rolling here is on the 3V set, is there 3 or 4 showing? And majority of our throws have had either a 3 or 4 showing. So that is, showing success in what we're doing for the throws and that. So I'll go dice out. Left one stuck. We have a 4-5 hard 9, and that would be a Buckeye buckshot. So we're going to hit that point, make the point, and hit the point right away. And then we finally got paid on one of these. That's awesome. So that's going to allow me to spread out here a little bit. So what number should we pick up? By the way, we only need the bookends to hit the tall or the small, or make them all. So if we can hit a 12 or a 2, we will get another part of the ATS. We hit this small earlier today. So 3-2, 3-6. That was a double pitch on that left eye, by the way. And that was an implosion on the right eye. We're looking for a new point. So once we get the point established, we'll probably pick up that 8. So 20 people still playing on Crapsee. We got 27 people watching on YouTube with 20 likes. I do appreciate the support here. And I'll bet set. Dice out. And we have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So we're on to 10. We're going to pick up the 8 here for $18. And that puts us at $23.70 for our bankroll. So that's $10 over goal. So we're in a good spot here, and we're just going to start pressing these bets up, spreading out, trying to get more money and make a little bit extra today, more than what we're planning on doing. Remember, our goal was about $210 today, and we're definitely at that mark. So let's go all bets set. Dice out. I split apart slightly when I left my fingers. Well, we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice 5. That is perfect. That is one of the numbers we do have covered on our bets. So that's going to be enough to pick up another number here now. So let's pick up that 6. So that we're at 66 inside. So we'll put $18 on that 6. We have 214 brought back on the shooter, and we have $66 on a table. That puts us at, if I took everything off right now, 24.39. But if I lose everything right now, we're at 23.73. So that is a perfect situation to be in. And that last roll was a 2, 3. So every roll for the last 2, 4, 5 rolls, we had a 3 or 4 showing. And that is a good sign to have. We'll all bet set here. Dice out. Ooh, I veered off to the left a little bit, but we have a 5, 4, 9. The what is that? That's a Big Daddy Mac, the hard 9. And then that is perfect. So let's press that 9 and 5 up to 25 each. And this is where we can start pushing our luck with the fun money. I can do some sister pressing on some of our first bets here. And again, because if I lose it, it is what it is. But let's call that all bets set. We'll get her going right away. Again, let's pick up that 2 or 12. I'm not on the ATS, but it'd still be fun to hit another end or another leg of the ATS. But if I do hit a 2 or 12, that means that my throw is off a little bit. But I'll take that. We'll go dice out. Ooh, the dice landed, they split apart. We have another 10, the 4, 6, 10. And that has been our primary 10 today. But the dice results on that one, the way the dice responded shows that it's not repeatable. And that's our point. Looking for another point. Again, that's our 3rd unique point. So let's see, that's our 4th unique point. So that's a 4-point fire bet right there, everyone. That is completely awesome. I have not done a fire bet win for quite a while. So let's look for a 5th unique point here. See if we can hit a 5-point fire bet. That would be kind of neat. So we need a 4 or 5 for our new point if we want to consider getting that 5-point fire bet. So that's cool. So let's go all bet set here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the little sneak peek on the woodworking room. And some of the flat pieces of plywood that we have cut up for the table. Dice out. And we have a 3, 6, 9, center field 9. So our point is 9. I'm not really analyzing the dice right now because when I get in a groove like this, I just keep on doing the same thing over and over and over. Same dice set, same throw, same landing zone. That's a repeater win on that last 9, by the way. So all bets set here and dice out. Left dice stuck. We have a 2, 4, 6. Kevin Carpenter 2x4. So let's do this one. So let's drop in $3 and we'll make the 6 and 8 look like $30 each. So now we're at that 110 inside bet level. So 256 brought back, 110 on the table. We're still at $11 over goal. 3236. And let's start hitting some of these numbers. Let's go all bet set. Dice out. A little bit long on the landing zone. We have a 235, Justice 5. So let's sister press the 5 and 9 up again. And we're going to make them both look like $35 now. $291 brought back, 130 in the rack. We are $26 over goal. 3236. If I actually took everything off the table right now, that would put me at $150 over goal. So but we're going to keep it going. All bets set here, dice out. And another 246, Kevin the Carpenter. Again, repeat dice combinations we're seeing. So let's make the 6 and 8 look like $42 each. So we are definitely pressing these inside numbers up here nicely. We are now at 154 inside. Single pitch on the left die, double pitch on the right die. That was both on axis, those throws. And let's call this all bet set here. Dice out. Slightly short in the land zone. We have a 628 Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, guys. With the rolls like this, this shows you hard work. And remember, I'm shooting tired because I was up all night at work. So make sure you show some love there. We got 21 likes so far. That's awesome. But that was the 8. So let's make the 8 and 6 look like $60. Like I normally, this is not a sister press I normally make. No, we're just gonna go $60 on the 8. So that'll put us quite a bit over goal, almost a little over $100 over goal. So that's perfect. 3236. And all bets set here. Dice out. Dice put a part on me there, but we have a 639 center field 9. So let's make that 9 look. So it looks like I'm having a little bit of problems on my OBS side of things here. But let's go all bets set and dice out. I'm just going to keep on rolling it out here. Hopefully my OBS continues to work. It's got 2 little warning signs. I don't know what that was all about. And dice out. And we have a 257 on the come out. That is a pass line winner, a natural. So don't tell me we're going to be starting these trends now. And again, 3236. And let's go all bets. Make sure you get your bets in here. Here we go. Dice up. Left dice stuck. We are starting that trend. 617 this time. It does extend that row, but unfortunately, it reset that ATS bets that we had out there. So a lot of people made some big bucks today. They shot up quite a bit, quite a bit. We have a lot of people in that high range there. Wow, okay, that's pretty amazing. I dropped from 11th place down to 14th place. And I had made a profit, a substantial profit today. So it's pretty amazing that it is like that. Let's go. I'll bet set and dice out. Still have 16 people watching on YouTube. I do appreciate it, everyone. And we still have 18 people on Crapsee. Wow. Dice out. That's a situation where the dice are not comfortable. So we'll regrip them and we'll go dice out. Dice one twisted on me there. We have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. Another pass line winner, come out winner. Natural. And again, we'll go all bet set. We're going to start increasing the speed here just a little bit, everyone. So we got all bets set and dice out. Veer up to the left just a little bit. We have a 145. That would be the trucking camper. Horse and buggy. So our new point is a 5. And guys, we hit that 5th unique point now. So let's see if we can hit the 5 here. That would be a 5-point fire bet win then. If we could do that, that would be awesome. So let's see if we can hit that 5. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got dice out. And we got 3, 5, 8. That would be the great 8 once again. Whoops, that was a 3, 5, not a 3, 6. 3, 5, 8. And that's going to allow us to bring that $60 on that 8 up to $90. And this is where it really starts collecting in the profits on this. So if I took everything off, I would be above goal by 500 some dollars. But we're going to keep on going. We're just going to keep everything on a table. This is all fun money. So we're going to try to expand that fun money as much as possible. And we'll call it all bets set here and go dice out. Another 8. Wow, 538. Consistency, that should be a repeater coming up here pretty soon on that 8. And it's not a repeater there. We are looking for a repeater a second time around on that 8, I think. So we've thrown an 8 9 times on this shooter here. 8 times on this shooter. I'm sorry, 8 times on this shooter. So wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna make that 8 look like 120. And that is awesome. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. They split on me and the roll comes to an end. 4, 3, 7, ouch. With a double pitch of the dice. So we'll get that entered into Crapsee here, and then we'll go through our statistics for the day. Third day in a row where we've actually had some pretty decent rolls. So looking at our statistics for the day here, we had 3 shooters. We had a 20, an 8, and a 35 roller. We made, by the way, $367 profit off of that last shooter, which does not sound like a lot because our bets really weren't that high going across. But anyhow, we had a 20, an 8, a 35. SOR today is a 21.0, an SRR of 7.9. We had 5 come out 7s. The only real strong number that we had today was 2 numbers, was that 9 and that 10. But our box numbers are high today. Inside numbers are a little bit high. 4s and 10s are high. Come out 7s are off the charts almost. Horns are low. Fields are a little bit high. Hardways were low today. Looking at our black belt statistics, and this is through the end of yesterday. For the black belt through the end of yesterday, we have 1,112 throws. We have an SOR of 9.43, an SRR of 6.69, and a BSR of 6.46. Remember, our goals are listed on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there, and today's results should only hopefully get us closer to what our black belt goals are going forward there. So let's just double check the chats here really quick. Thank you, James. Definitely check me out when you're in Wisconsin. Where are you from, James? And how often do you get to Wisconsin? And the last one, we had a fire pet, the 4-point fire bet hit, by the way, and we had a sharpshooter in that. But, hey, guys, I'm just going to call it quits here now. We will be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some more successful rolls tomorrow. But my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours, too. Everybody go check out Casino Gaming TV. Everybody be safe and have a great day, and be prosperous.